If you are in correction, you can expect to learn what you were supposed to learn. Otherwise, you may live in correction in perpetuity. Again, look at the person, think about the people who are in jails and prisons, literal corrections facility. I always wonder if people who go in and get life, if they had a previous offense first that was usually a warning, and they probably did a few months of time or something like that. But now they have graduated to a certain act that now requires life. And so now they are in perpetual correction, and in perpetuity, and perpetual means forever. That's a shame that you should die in prison. That is not life. That is not succeeding. You may have to make do with it and make peace with it, but that is a life not well lived. Consider the people who are in jails, prisons, corrections, literal corrections facility. They missed the first warning. They went through punishment, pain, and then moved into correction. But then maybe on their first offense, they also made it to recovery, restoration, and advance. Those are the next stages of setback. But if they are in jail and or prison, they return for a second, third, or fourth time, and they have no way of getting out through good behavior or on a technicality, then they are essentially in correction forever. Something in you should have been upset by the time you went back to jail for a second time. It shouldn't take 3, 4, 5 times. All of us can be bullheaded and just not understand. Sometimes we can make decisions and we understand that we are making a decision, but we don't understand the long-term consequences of that decision, because you cannot choose the consequence. You can choose to make the decision, but you cannot choose the consequence. And so no one would ever think that if they did something, it would create a setback of life in prison. But that's what it can do. By the time you get to your second or third time, you should be tired. So now going back and forth into prison is basically energizing for you. It's not wearing you down. It's not tiring you out. It's not, therefore, you're not really learning in correction, because you didn't learn anything while you were in the correction facility, and you're not learning anything when you get out. There's somebody you are not listening to, or somebody you are around who is not telling you the right thing to do. And so you need correction. You need to be able to obey an instruction in order to advance.